Well, welcome, my fellow travelers. Your traveling buddy here, coming today from Calamo, Michigan. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Calamos, Michigan. It's just outside of Ionia, Michigan. And this little town has a claim. They claim they have the largest tree growing in Eaton County and possibly in Michigan. So I come out here to see if I can't find this tree. So far I've passed through this town already, and there's not much here at all. And even the article said there's not much here. I barely get any service out here. So this is going to be fun to see if I can't find this. Maybe I can find a local that'll tell me where this is. So let's go find this largest tree. Travel with me, will you? Now, like I said, there's an article about this. 99.1 has an article about this. Let me see. Let me read the whole. It says, where was it? It says, one of Calamo's claims to fame is the largest tree ever grown in Eaton County and possibly the largest in the whole state of Michigan. It was a huge sycamore, 17 feet in diameter and hollow throughout most of its length. Calamo is a sleepy little town, no restaurants, gas stations, or grocery stores, but plenty of historic Michigan atmosphere for you to enjoy and soak up. So, yeah, I mean, and I'm here at the church. They said, that's one of the things they said, the church. And there's the cemetery right behind it. And I think I passed the schoolhouse they talked about. And I think where the old grocery store used to be in the article. But where is this sycamore tree? I'm curious about that. I figured I'd start, I'll show you, I'll show you the town. As you come in, there's like an old barn right there. And this is a tiny little town. There's not much out. When they said in the article there wasn't much out here at all, weren't joking. I barely get service out here too. It's a quiet little town. There's no shops to stop or anything. I don't really want to knock on anybody's door and bother them. Find some tree, supposedly oldest tree. See, here's the Calamo sign. There's the Calamo sign. And as you see, as we come into Calamo, he said nothing. This is green. It's beautiful out here. Don't get me wrong. So I'm not sure where this tree is supposed to be, because even the GPS, when it took me here, so here's the church. Right up here on the left, there's the church and the cemetery. Where I started, when I started my video, that is. As you drive up through here, see right up here, I think that was the old school. I think it's a Masonic temple now. And I think this was the grocery store right here on the left. Right off Creative. Yeah, I think that might have been the grocery store. But, and there's a tree cut down there. Looks like there used to be a shop right there. But I'm not sure where exactly this tree is. Said I don't really want to bother a lot of the locals. Some people don't like the Calamo Highway, you know. So I'm not sure where exactly this tree is. I mean, how to find it. I'm determined. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, you basically drove through where the town, town was. It was all that little shops back there. So there's nothing here. This is kind of cute. I turned around. I have turned around, and look, somebody's got those bottle trees right there. And they got a bunch of traffic signs. That's cool. There's the old schoolhouse right there, actually. That temple, I guess that temple wasn't. That's the old schoolhouse right there. Just realized it. Looks like they're restoring it. Alright, I did stop and talk to a local, and even they don't even know where it's at. He said one guy, he was riding a bike around, he's like, yeah, I've looked for it. He saw the same article. He says he's looked for it, he doesn't know. He said they have a funny feeling, a lot of those old trees they've been cutting down, and it's possibly gone now. So, yeah, I don't know. That sucks. Is that even the locals don't know about it? I mean, it's just a claim. I mean, there's a tree right there. If you see a stump, big stump right there. So yeah, it could have been cut down. They said it was hollowed out, so it could probably be in danger of falling. Who knows? If anybody watches this video and knows where it's at, leave me a comment below and tell me where it's at, because I'd like to see it. But I'm not going to end this video. There's some other cool things I want to show as I was coming in this way. Not in Calamo, but let's go search out some other cool things. Of course, you see, it's been raining today too. I have to admit, I'm a little over all the rain. That's another reason why I wasn't going to just walk around the little town that I don't know, getting soaking wet, just looking for a possible tree that, I mean, there's the one that looks right there, looks like a cut down. I don't know. It's interesting, you know. It's just like that article I found about some of the things that I find out later on that they no longer exist. I've tried to go to that one where there's supposed to be Baby Doll Hill, where somebody did an art thing, you know, about, or I don't know what it was exactly, but they put a bunch of dolls out in the woods. Well, I drove all the way out there on the way back from Mackinac, and come to find out, the city removed it. So that's how it goes, you know. I mean, at least I get to take you out here in the countryside. This is actually near my home, you know, and you see the fall colors here. Look at these pretty colors, you know. And the leaves are definitely starting to change. Looks beautiful. Even in the rain. Before you know it, you know, it'll be all white. And I ain't ready for that. Roller coaster. I love these. Here we go. Whee! These are fun. A certain friend of mine doesn't like those though. You know who you are, right, Rob? He doesn't like the what I call the Anderson roller coaster. Michiganer man, that is. This is kind of beautiful out here. You know, countryside. You know, I didn't find that tree. At least you can see this beautiful wilderness. Turn that off. Stop raining for a bit. Been on and off all day. Yeah, look at those pretty colors. Just came into Vermontville and saw some cool things in here, this town. Now I want to say there was one thing I would definitely want to get a selfie in front of. That thing was cool. Here we go, another one of these roller coaster hills. Well, that's kind of a coincidence right there. I just passed that. This campground right here, Sycamore Springs Campground. This isn't in Calamo, but that's kind of funny. I was looking for a sycamore tree and found Sycamore Campground. So something like, thank you to all working to keep us safe. I like that. First responders. There's a campground back there called Sycamore. Just saw that. That's kind of cool. That I'm looking for a tree, but I found a campground. Just noticed too that road is called Sycamore Lane. Isn't that a weird coincidence? Yep, there's the village of Vermontville, home of the Karen Birdsley something. I didn't catch that. Okay, here I am in the downtown Vermontville, and look at this. I saw this when I came in. I was like, what the? It's a big Indian. That is so cool. They carved it out of a tree. It's kind of funny, you know. I'm looking for a tree and I find a big carving of a Native American carved out of a tree. Oh look, he's even got more inside here. Look at this. There's a turtle. There's a turtle in there. Wow. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. This thing is cool. I'd love to have that in my yard. It's Maple Leaf Inn. Good food and cocktails. Oh, look at the door. He's even got a carving on the door. Look at the eagle. I'm not going to go in too far. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh my God, there's another one. Look at that one. Oh, this is cool. I love it. How you doing? Oh, look at this. This is cool. Look at the maple leaf. Eagle. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Oh, look at the canoe. Oh, this is Native American, isn't it? Look at this deer skull. This is cool. This is worth it. Oh, look at that. Smoking his pipe. That is so cool. Oh, here's the other side of that turtle. Looks like a fish. Oh, this place is cool. Look at this. That is awesome. This thing. Oh my God. Oh, look on the wall. They even have a carving on the wall. That is cool. I love it. They're not open yet, but she's letting me come in here and check this. Oh, look at this. Oh, she's not open. Yeah, look at this. That is cool. Look at all the different deer horns on there. That's cool. Oh, look at the raccoon. A raccoon sticking out his head out. I love it.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, I'm trespassing. This is so cool. This is definitely saved my trip. Look at this. It's the little thing that you put your foot up on. And look, there's a hoof carved in it. That is so cool. And then there's a totem pole. Basically a totem pole. Look at that. See, this is why I say take the back roads, people. Look at this stuff you find. I'm gonna have to come back here and just try their food. They're not open today, but I might have to come back. This is near Lansing. This is so cool. Just check it out. They got horseshoes here, and they got a curve there. It's just you probably put your hat. You can take your hat off. That is so cool. That was an unexpected surprise. See, I love finding stuff like that. That's why I like taking the back roads. You find cool stuff like this. Man, and if the guy that does these carvings sees my video, I want to tour your place. I want to see what you do. She says he lives out in the woods somewhere. I want to see what he does. That's cool. Now, this is even old school. Look at the old gas station down there. That's an old gas station right there. Wow. Cool little courthouse. Looks like an old western town, like. Look at the theming. Now the town is like themed. Oh, come on, even the sewer grates. Established 1836. This is a cool little town. This is her diner, she said, the one that let me in. Her father owns that. She owns this. Jolie's Diner. It's like a family affair. That is cool. Look at these old buildings. Look at that. Look at that old building and this one right here. Very old. I have to look up old pictures of this place back when they found it. It's 1836. Man. It's pretty cool. This old church. Sorry about the wind sound. 1862. That church was built. Look at that. Probably can't go inside, but that's pretty cool. Look at the glass windows. Definitely an old church. Here's a historical marker. First Congregational Church, Reverend Sylvester Corrigan, National Minister from Vermont. This conceived of a settlement in Michigan's after a visit here in 1835. Returning home to formed a group called the Eaton County, which settled in Vermontville. The next year, the colonists were religiously oriented, and one of their state purchased the settling here was to remove the moral darkness which they thought pervaded the West. Church services were first held in a log cabin and later in the academy across the street. The present church was dedicated in 1864. The building strongly resembles certain New England meeting houses of the late 18th century, especially in its roof framing of roughly New England timbers, and in much of the interior woodwork. Wow. And then they said the log cabin used to be right there. Well, that's the park now. This says almost looks like a basket. The GAR Memorial, 1861 to 1865. Edward Dwight Post, number 163. Edward Dwight Corpse, number 107. Erected May 1931. So these must have been soldiers. Look, they even got the flag there. Wow, that's pretty cool. Right here by the church. There's a big stone with a plaque on it. This plot of ground was erected the first schoolhouse in Vermontville in 1838. It was used until a date in the early 50s and was also occupied for church purposes from 1836 to 1844. Boulder placed in 1923 under the direction of the Vermontville Grange. Wow, and there's the schoolhouse. Yep. There's the old schoolhouse. Oh, it's a museum. Obviously, I'm sure it's probably not open. Darn. This is near Lansing, so I'm going to remember that and see if I can't come back here. Yeah, they got it locked up. Wonder when it's open. That's the old schoolhouse. The Vermontville Academy in 1836, a group of Vermont known as the Eaton Colony settled here. The members were determined that the children should receive a good education. The Vermontville Academy Association were formed, constructed this building, and opened it for a class in the winters of 1844 and 45. Vermontville was advertised as the ideal location for the academy since there was little to distract the students from the work because of the most of the colony were congressional avalists. Their minister was served as the academy teacher. Religious services were held here until 1864, when the church across the street was completed town meetings were held in the academy. In 1853, Vermontville's first general store was opened on the ground floor. Well, that's cool. It's cool that it's still there. That's like, you know, I'll have to look it up to see when you can actually tour it, or maybe you have to contact them. So I'd like to tour it. Here's that church they talked about across the street, 1862. Another church. There's that church over there. The schoolhouse right across the street. Vermontville United Methodist Church. A Methodist class was organized in this area in 1845. Early worship services held in private homes and the local schools were conducted by preachers traveling the Eaton circuit. In 1856, in Michigan Methodist Church Conference made Vermontville a separated church and installed the Reverend Josiah Fowler as its pastor. In 1862, his church was constructed at a site 2 miles northeast of this location. It was moved here in 1877 after the completion of the renovation, including the addition of the breviary and tower of the church, rededicated on this site January 8th, 1878. The handsome late Victorian style church with its pointed arch stained glass windows is the home of one of the town's oldest religious organizations. Wow, look at that. That is a cool old church. See the glass windows they talked about. It's a good sized church. Well, I think that's probably an add-on, I'll be honest with you. I think this was the original, and that was added on. There's another old gas station right there. Gas station garage. Obviously, it's still a garage. Could have been the gas station here. It's pretty cool. I call it a real historic town. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'd almost say this town is almost lost in time. I mean, just look at that. It obviously looks like maybe there was something there, but it's crazy. I mean, man, look at that. Beautiful. Check this out. We got it all decorated for Halloween here. The Ninja Turtles. This is the Vermontville Bakery. It's closed. Oh, look at that. Look at that face. It's like a thrift store. I'm a good witch. See that shirt? I mean, look at it. I mean, they definitely themed their, even the grocery store is themed like the old western or the old town type stuff. That is so cool. Now, some of them, that's got a lot of vinyl siding on it, but I like how they kept it looking like an old town. I mean, oh, look at this neon. I need to buy some neon here. Look at the hot rod. You can get neon made here. Oh, look at this. Napa Valley accounting and taxes. That must have been the old, just the way that's designed, it's like maybe that was the old courthouse or something like that, mayor's office. Look at, they got the pillars. This is cool. I mean, I wonder what this was. Was this an ice cream? Is this like an ice cream thing or something? I don't think this is original, but I like the thing. So you see the thing goes up. Maybe it's an ice cream shop. I mean, look at this building. This is like that peak, like an old west town. You almost think it would be walking down here and your spurs. Look at that. And even the fire station looks old. Look at that. That is an old fire station. Right, here we go. Big old tank. Veterans Memorial Park. Look at that big tank. Hey, look at this. Look at that old burglar alarm. Oh, focus. Come on. That's an old burglar alarm right there. That's this old bell. Vermontville Fire Department, established in 1911. It's an old bell. Hope you can't ring it. Oh, it does sway. It does sway. But I don't think there's a clanger. That's the old fire station. Man, that place is old. I came up to this building and I thought this was possibly a courthouse, but no, this is the Opera House. Vermontville Opera House. Completed in 1898, is still the main center of community achievement activities. The two-story red brick structure with stone foundation and an off-center tower over the front entrance was constructed with the funds solicited from the township. The village stage place, political and events, social gathering, and religious services have taken place here. Elvern Slout was the and his players of the Michigan's oldest tent companies gave first and last performances in this opera house hall, now used part as a public library. So this is their library. The old opera house. That is cool. Hey, look at this old gas station. That is definitely old. Surprised they don't have a historical marker here, but it's still still being used as a garage. No gas pumps, of course. You see the gas pumps, but look, they even still got. That's funny though. They still got the signs though. Unleaded, 69 cents. Silver, 69 cents. Unlimited, 69 cents. I wish gas prices were still like that. Look at that inside there. Yeah, they're still using it. Look at all that stuff in there. Still an actual gas station. Or, well, not gas station, but garage. That is so cool. I just went in and ate, and the lady, she was real nice to let me tour her dad's place with all that carvings and all that. So it's called Jolie's Diner. Real good. I got a bacon cheeseburger. It was real good. Real hometown cooking. Real good. And also with my meal, you know, you can get fries if you want, but with your burger, instead of fries, you get what she calls Jolie's chips. And I'll show you what a Jolie chips is. They're real good. It's like these little things. Like little puffy little chip things. Well, the thing about them, I even told them, I said, They kind of taste a little bit like the Little Caesars have the crazy bread, and yeah, they're real good. They taste just like them a little bit, but they're crispier. I mean, they're real good. My whole bill, just about $10 for a burger, these, and a drink. Real good. I didn't really film inside there because it wasn't too much. It was just a little small diner, you know, real nice. But it was, yeah. But these are pretty good. I took them to go because I couldn't finish them. But I will definitely be eating those. These are good. All right, my fellow travelers, that's going to be about it for this little tour around Vermontville, Michigan. You know, that was an interesting surprise, and since I couldn't find that largest tree, then I found this dude. It's like he was calling me. Come here, tour this town. Cool little town. I'm definitely going to come back here when this place is open and try their food. But I love it. Definitely cool theming. I love theming like this. That is so cool. Look at that. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share me out. Share me on all the social media. Tell your friends, tell your family about me so I can continue traveling and showing you cool stuff like this. Also, if you want to make a donation, help me on the travels. Link above. You have a blessed day, and see you around the mitten.